I apologize deeply for the long wait, chat. Haven't been really feeling like playing this game at all, to be honest, until recently. Why is it so loud? I don't know. But then I eventually was like, you know what? I have a nice sleep schedule. I'm not in total pain. Might as well play. Let's play. What was... Oh yeah, of course, this dead person. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... Yep, that's the knife. It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. Probably. Nah, I don't care. Looks really familiar. Wait, is this an M9 bayonet from the Counter-Strike Global Offensive game? It is. Oh. Really? We really needed that flashback? Are you kidding me, man? Have you checked my Twitter DM? Dude, I told you I was gonna check it. Like, after that last stream, and you have not left me alone since then. I told you I probably wasn't going to respond. Thank you for the search prime, Ninja Silence. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... Why? When they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then no, you didn't. Shut up. If this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. Can't be. There's no way. Nice! Got him! Alright. What about the body? Touch the titter. Oh, I can. Why? Got set on fire so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Nice! Alright, what other things can I touch? The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? What else am I supposed to touch here? The middle section? White jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Nice! Also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Nice! Step away from the dead body? Yes, sir. Thank you. What's this? These look like fragments of something. They're real burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Where? Nonetheless, nice, dude! Anything else that I'm missing in here, maybe? This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Nice! I don't think we need anything else in here. Okay, what else do I need to check? The chicken coop, maybe? Ah, there they are. Huh? 4? Was there 3 before?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there are precisely 5. Yeah, right?
Huh?
What's wrong?
You move! Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Thank you for the 2 months, Louie. Why are you investigating? It's nap time for a growing boy. That's a good point. That's a good point. There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Yeah, I agree, man. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there was definitely 5 chickens then.
what?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. I agree.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Yes, the missing cock. It's very important. What about this? This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet, which would mean the murder must have taken place. Nice! Flower! Oh, okay. I tried. I think we pretty much saw everything. I guess I gotta talk to them, maybe? Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep last night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could have only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Idiot, dude. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by her room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. That is an alibi, you cunt! So, what now? Do you seem to be at quite the disadvantage here? I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Nice. Come on, Hiro. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
For serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed to the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? When we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. Nice, dude. Nice. Talk to bitch one. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any of the ground on it. Or around it, sorry. Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So, thank you, too. Nice! I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. Dude, we're like talking to everybody, and then like we see Toko in the background, look at her and like, yeah, I definitely found out everything I needed to know. Fuck you, bitch, get out of here. But I'm not done yet. Oh, there are other areas I need to check, specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? That's true. Yeah, we get it. We've seen this like 40 times. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? No, it was Rey Mysterio, idiot. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get her into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further... Yeah.
Just give up.
Yep. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, bitch tits. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later. At the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I'm gay. I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then. In the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Thanks, very helpful, very descriptive. Fuck's that one area at, man? Maybe here? Or not. What the fuck is that one area? Can't be here, right? Nope. Where am I supposed to go, chat? I don't think it's in here. We already had a case. Oh, never mind. Everything's back to normal. Just like with Sayaka and Taka. Monokuma's responsible, I'm sure. Oh, nope, that's not it. Never mind. Gym. Oh, okay. Why can't they just say the gym, man? That's so dumb. Ooga booga. Gym is downstairs. Then we go this way. Oh. Figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? Oh, it's the bomb, right?
What?
And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden. Nice! Okay, I've checked everything else I could think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Oh my gosh, are you fucking kidding me? We just came from that area. You actually fucking my ass. Stair time again! Come on! Whatever your name is, Makoto, you fucking virgin. Oh, wrong area. Oh, I missed it. I'm stupid. This way, I think, right? Yeah. Move out of the way, stupid utility bill. Fuck off. Think I got time to pay bills? I don't. I'm gaming. Remember to avoid all your bills, chat. Especially when you're gaming. Hey, Reddit. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go. Oh, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. He's gonna try and kill me, isn't he? What's up? Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then, click. And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. So, this is Kyoko's room. What are we checking? Let's look at her bed. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Oh, what's this? There's nothing on the table. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if
possible.
it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Nice! Can I grab it then?
It's certainly...
Or not. That's fine. Do I just talk about it again?
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know! I love concrete! I love eating it. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in this envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Maybe under the sheets, you fucking idiot! Check under the sheets! Could something be hidden under the... Oh my god, no! Oh, you are so dumb, Makoto. Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 Student Registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably the only thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. I don't care, man. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. Thank you to try and blue support. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information. She was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir, I think, for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Nice! The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then,
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers, but they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir is already...
Found it!
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Wait, what? Ah, it's you!
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile. Thank you for the 4 months, Fusions. Why are you calling me a weeb? You play Overwatch. You have no right. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I bet you beat off to fucking tracer porn, bitch. Fuck you. I love you, Fusions. Thank you, man. So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me. I'm
come
not gonna
on
hold it against you
now.
or anything. Hell yeah. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? What are you saying?
in other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16.
Mukuro, the 16th
Please don't whisper in my ear, I'm gonna
student,
come.
the one they
Stop.
call- Watch out for...
16th student, Mukuro Ikusawa. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since you got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed!
Makes sense?
Well, now...
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Bye-bye. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... The tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means... Those fake nails on the corpse... Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro Ikusaba is the one who created the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that... Wait, what? But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly
Perhaps
possible.
she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words...
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Ow. Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for, after all. What locker? Ah. Oh. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys, just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it! Okay. Took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and the locker eagerly accepted the key, and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Nice! Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this is used for. Is that a bloodstain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Nice! I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? The library? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere around here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they're a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing that many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are a part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting? Definitely isn't the word I'd use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. The report says something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They get a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Nice. Bing, bong, ding, dong. Class trial time?
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, or it damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But... we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10?
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... oh, there he is. Or what? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here. Now can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? We all agree it's a violation. I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rules have been broken. Blah, 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 blah. You're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Oh. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later.
Shing!
No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. All of you just wanted to bad. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. Stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you're late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Nice!
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped onto the elevator. Door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It's the color white. It was the blinding light of despair. Ah, my eyes! It's the Hoba's color scheme! Jesus Christ, I'm blinded! I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills! Chill!
And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly cock and balls. Let's see here. Do I need any skills? Nah, we already know how this goes. All I need is some good sleep and those 2 skills and we're good.
Let's begin with a basic
I don't care. Oh, shit. I skipped way too much. Kyoko's standing right there.
That's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology!
Haha.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her is the gloves.
I got it!
I got it!
I'm talking about her gloves.
In that
Oh,
case,
shit.
I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Hiro, you're stupid, and I love you. There's no way that corpse is Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Are you fucking kidding me? We're just starting!
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
You know the body isn't Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
That...
Fake nails, maybe?
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
I'm gonna shoot it. Oh, fucked it up.
They got burnt up in
Maybe
the
I didn't,
explosion.
actually. Hold
Then
up.
she was wearing gloves before.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Oh, no, other way around, I think. Other way around, maybe?
Shoot!
Fuck. No, maybe that's not right.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Fake nails.
Impossible.
Tattoo on the right hand?
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing
That
gloves.
doesn't sound right.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
That makes no sense, though. What does that have to do with the fucking tattoo on the right hand if she's wearing gloves?
Explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have, because that
Oh,
corpse
wait, no,
is
maybe
not
because
this
she
entire
said she
discussion is
wasn't
idiotic.
wearing gloves. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Let's check.
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Yeah, I knew that was ridiculous.
Shoot!
Fuck off.
That
I still think
Kyoko
it's the
there-
last one with the first.
Okay, then prove
The dead body was.
they got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Because that corpse is... This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
I'm gay. Maybe it is the nails, though. Damn, we're already fucking up hardcore.
that Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's...
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
What? Maybe the other one, then. Yeah, shut up, bitch. Gotta be the other one. I'll get it eventually.
Okay,
We'll
then
get
prove
there.
The dead body was.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must
Fuck,
have been
fucked
wearing
it up, fucked it up.
gloves.
No, god damn it.
Because that corpse...
Oh, pain!
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Shut up!
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
The dead body was.
they got burnt up.
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must have been...
I did. That's wrong.
It's wrong!
Come.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
And very sexy, Makoto.
Besides,
Am I right?
Kyoko
Ha, yeah.
wears
High
gloves
five,
to hide her
Makoto.
hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Now that's what I'm
jeez,
talking.
man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
I won't
If
comment.
anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit
We
properly.
got an OJ Simpson situation
Then
on our
that's
hands.
that. The dead
Damn,
body
OJ
doesn't
Simp.
belong
OJ
to Kyoko.
Simp.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim?
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from here. Alright.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Okay.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
She's just being a bitch.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Show me your hand, Kyoko!
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this A dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim identity... motherfucking this one, right? Probably?
I got it!
I got it!
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Oh. Fuck. Hangman's Gambit. Fuck. Oh, shit. It's a 4-letter word? Oh, wait. Whore. York Peppermint Patty. Worm. It's not E, that's for sure. I wasn't listening, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna do a W. Fucking got it. Wool. Wall. Wolf. Wolf! I got it! Here's my answer!
Now I understand.
Never mind, wrong thing.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
That was the first time she didn't stutter.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she?
So she can be wrong.
Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be 2 suspects. Makoto and Kyoko, right?
I got it!
I got it!
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
800 bits.
All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it! I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yeah.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? At 9 o'clock, I
I
think.
got it!
I got it!
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yeah, we know.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? Oh yeah!
Oh.
Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. Oh, it's not that song. God damn.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Nope, that's wrong.
That's more than enough time
Wait,
to
no,
commit
that's
murder,
right, I
should
think.
So Makoto, if
Fuck,
you
I
have
fucked up.
any objections, now would be the time.
Okay, hold up. The sprinklers, yeah.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
And 9 o'clock
I
in
wonder if to shoot
And Makoto
the...
doesn't.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Oh, fuck! Okay, it's the other one then, fuck.
Shoot!
Fucked up. Yeah, shut up. Don't care.
We've established a time it took place
somewhere between.
That's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
Ow, my head.
Actually, the murder couldn't
Actually.
have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Tell him, Makoto.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body what?
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
Wait, what? Oh!
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with my fist. I'm sorry, don't hit women. Don't hit anybody, honestly. With certain evidence, and that should do it. Oh, fuck, not this. God damn it.
I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
Oh, fuck.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Wait, what? Huh? What? Pardon me? That should have definitely been it. You can actually come on my fucking face.
I refuse to give up yet.
Zenkai boost time! Alright, you stupid fucking harlot, let's go.
I admit nothing. No!
Fucked it up.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit
Go faster!
nothing.
Go faster!
No!
Too slow.
That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No!
Fucked it up. How am I so slow? What's going on?
Are you trying to blame me?
Shut up.
I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Fuck. Ah, I'm so gay. My head hurts. Am I using the wrong bullet? Because I swear, like, some of these should have worked.
I refuse to give up yet.
God, why can't they just literally fucking slap her and tell her to shut the fuck up because she's being ridiculous like every other character in this game? I don't condone violence, of course. Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought I was getting a freebie.
Nothing.
I fucked up again.
No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! right about this. I admit nothing. No, no, no! How can you say it?
This should prove it.
This should prove it!
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
I agree.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because...
You guys like my fire noise?
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean the Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko's murdered someone, that's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Okay.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Okay, but I mean, like... If you are the killer, then I mean, what are you gonna do?
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Okay.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
He isn't Monokuma, he's just you now.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still
The
insufficient.
fuck? Don't drag me on with you bitch.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Alright, bitch, you wanna
All it
fucking
would
play this
take
game?
is
Okay.
covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Certain something at the scene was used to cover the body. Could it have been the tarp, right?
I got it!
I got it!
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick.
Fuck you.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait.
Oh, never mind.
Something's
We got it.
not
He's got
right.
it.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Let's go, Makoto. Now I've got the drive. Fuck this bitch. Let's fuck her up. Okay. Ready for the explosion, blah, blah, blah.
By
What do we got?
covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Has to be a clue hidden in the tarp somewhere.
By the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Not that, I don't
It's
think.
because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Maybe 2 and 3 together?
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that it's because the but the underside, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the... Of course it didn't get dirty!
I got voided, fuck. God damn it. Come on.
By
Lame ass
covering the
fucking
body, killer
mechanics.
prevents.
So the reason that is because the but the underside, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Since it was facing down,
Of course it didn't get dirty!
Fuck. Okay, I just kind of took a guess there.
shoot!
Okay,
By
when the body was
covering the
found, let me see this. No, that has nothing to do with the tarp, I don't think. And I have the crime scene that doesn't have anything to do with the
prevented it from
tarp.
getting
Body
wet.
before the explosion. Body before the explosion. And a white. Just. No blood on the ground or on the body. That's not it, I don't think. Exploded body analysis. Burns, the upper half of the body remain on fire, and the upper half dry. It might be exploded body analysis,
It's because the sprinkler...
unless fragments near the thing. What's this? Yeah, it might be.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the bottom, of course it didn't get dirty.
I feel like I have to use the hold
By
left click
covering the
mechanic
body
here.
with the killer prevented it.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got...
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down, of course it didn't get dirty.
Maybe that one? That seems a bit weird though.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that it's because the but the underside, it was totally it's because that side, since it was facing, of
course it didn't get dirty.
Taking a guess there, yeah. I'm convinced that you needed to use one of the fucking like
By covering the body
statements
with
here.
the tarp,
The killer prevented.
So the reason the tarp was only
Dirty on one is because the sprinkler got...
that side wet, but the underside, it was totally spotless. It's
Because that side was protected from the water.
I hate this game, man.
shoot!
by covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
My head hurts. Yeah, the tarp, whatever.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp,
Doesn't seem right.
it was
Thanks for the
totally
raid, Nova.
spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
I want that.
By covering the body
I feel like I
with the
already did
tarp,
this though.
the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the...
Okay, maybe that's actually important.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
Because
Let's try taking a guess.
protected from the
Fuck it. Okay, so we're gonna try that one, and then we're gonna try the last one of Hero's statement. And if that doesn't work, then we're gonna try the first statement.
The killer prevents.
So the reason that is because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side, since it was facing down.
Of course it didn't get dirty.
Damn it. All right, let's try the first one then.
Shoot!
Yeah, I get it. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. I don't need to sit here for 10 extra minutes.
I refuse to give up yet.
I want to check out the other truth bullets in the meantime as well. Knife at the crime scene, body before the explosion. Wait, did we check the first one? I remember checking the 4, but I don't remember the 5th one, I don't think. Hold up.
But
Yeah, shut up. That doesn't sound correct. Knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab before the explosion. It was also the same knife that Toko had given to Makoto for safekeeping in the knife.
the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Wait. No, that's not it. Maybe the other one after that then.
Shoot!
I'm like trying to think more about this, but like fucking hell, this game is very confusing a lot of the time.
That side,
Since it was facing
Oops.
down toward the... Of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's not it. The first one then? What the fuck?
shoot!
Shut up, Makoto, I get it.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one
What?
side...
I'm going to screech.
Shoot!
So it's not the knife.
By
Okay.
covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented...
I think this might have something to do with it. We're gonna try 3 of these.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side
Maybe not
because
that
the
one.
Sprinkler, but the underside of it was totally spotless because
that side was protected from the water.
Fuck!
shoot!
I meant to do the 3rd option.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that is because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side was since it was facing.
Of course it didn't get dirty.
And that's wrong!
That's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because
Rey Mysterio
the
is
blood
dead.
wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage.
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Got blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean the knife? Did they maybe cut themselves, or am I reaching?
I got it!
I got it!
Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
What a waste of a chicken. Poor
When
little
I
baby.
checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
Alright, so at first I didn't really care much, but like the murderer has gone too far. They killed a chicken. Fucked up.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken? And then covered the body with its blood?
Like, I eat chicken, but like, you know.
Man, that's messed up.
I don't kill them myself.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
That's a good point.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait.
No.
No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood.
So they took the clothes off.
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
That's lewd.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's
You fucking bitch!
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Nice.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
More important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. They basically gave it to me, chat.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed.
You're supposed to be my bro, hero.
Knife
What the
we
hell?
found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
Maybe there's a
You took
possibility
that
they were
knife of yours and
dead
killed
yet?
her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Maybe? Hold up. Disguised dead body. Disguised dead
The
body.
knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Body before the explosion. I'm interested in that one. No.
It really is, isn't it?
Shut up.
I was
If he did have that, that seals it.
Just because I had them, that automatically...
Well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, that's not it. Okay.
Shoot!
I want to see that last
found,
one.
it's the same one. It really
Shut
is,
up.
isn't it?
if he did have that, that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic...
Well, getting so there's no. You took that knife.
What a horrible man you are,
Maybe it's
Makoto.
not then.
The knife we found lodged in the dead...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid...
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife, that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife
Knife of yours.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Okay, so it's not any of those. We don't need to
The
do
knife
that.
we found lodged in the dead body.
Fragments near the death body. I want to see this. There were bits of charge.
It's
Fragments.
the same one we gave.
When the body was found. Maybe there's a chance that that one gets it.
It really
For-
is, isn't it?
If he did
Hero?
have that, that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic...
Well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her.
Wait, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. I'm stupid.
Shoot!
That was like actually the worst one. I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care.
I refuse to give up yet!
Okay. So I'm convinced you don't need any of the highlight things.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it.
I feel like this has something to do with it.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Or not.
Right?
I feel like that part's important.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same
I'm
one.
gonna shoot
Yeah,
that
it
other
really
one
is,
with this
isn't it?
one.
If
See
he
what
did
happens.
That seals it.
Just because I have that automatic?
Well,
Getting stabbed.
There we go. That's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point,
That's a good point.
obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
I mean, that's also not that bad of a point as well. Victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no way that's possible. This one?
I got it!
I got it!
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It
Okay.
kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic-level spontaneous combustion.
That's a
I
good
might
point.
be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Only one explanation I can think of for this explosion. Oh. The bomb, right? Whoops, no! God damn it, that's not what I clicked, you fucking
Shoot.
prick. I accidentally pressed right click, god damn it. No.
I got it!
I got it!
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Reddit's on my side now, bitch!
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through.
No.
We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
It was her!
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
I need to concentrate. Yeah, that's like me every day. Or every time I play this game, I mean. And I end up not concentrating. Oh, only 3, thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion.
They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds. These are at least... I think that might be it right there.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
That's
gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And
Yeah.
more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her
entire body.
Fuck, I didn't read that.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other.
Oh yeah, according to the Monokuma, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Fuck, I thought that was gonna be a thing because it mentioned that the countless wounds don't really matter much to this case. Because they're already there.
Then shall we continue the debate?
I think we're gonna need to hover over
victim's
some of these.
fatal
Let me
injury
nab that real
has
quick
yet
for
to be
you.
determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oh, wait,
Well,
no,
yeah.
no, I know which one.
And it wasn't because of the knife. Then there's only.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was
That?
hit on the...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue?
The victim's fatal
Injury has yet to be determined.
determined, correct?
What? You cucked me, you bastard!
The
God dang
explosion
it!
didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah,
She was.
And it wasn't. Then there's.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it. There was
evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
fatal injury has yet to...
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
It mentions it,
The
come on.
Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
okay. Then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
What?
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
What the fuck?
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Hell yeah! Ow, my hand.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
Yup! Makoto, tell her what it is.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them.
I fucking-
Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I fucking knew it was gonna happen, dude! I knew it! Fucking asshole, dude.
I got
I
it!
got it!
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Someone clip that, please.
And that something
And make sure it's a
was
good clip.
the
Oh, fuck. I just skipped it.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Mukuro failed the stand arrow
Indeed.
vibe check.
There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh, shit.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Talking back to Master!
Bloody duct tape.
You have no right!
I think bloody duct tape might have something to do with this.
The titanium arrow.
It was in the dojo.
I have no doubt that was the
Are
murder.
you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as it seems like an arrow would just be too.
That's wrong.
No, that's
The
wrong.
duct tape killed her. And here's my answer for it.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Whoa, I did not expect that at all.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
You're a smart guy, Makoto.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Don't you fucking say it, Toko. Don't you fucking say it.
One stick is weak, but put them together,
Don't
and
you
they become
fucking say
strong.
it.
It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
Okay, I thought they were
How
gonna
is
say what
it
I think they were gonna
harsh?
say.
Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
You fucking bitch.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
Get her, Reddit!
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because I spy on her.
Because we have proof, of course.
Oh my god.
Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I don't think this is it. Yeah, it's that, I think. It's one of these. I got it!
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
But the thing with that is that Byakuya took her key, did he not?
Your non-existent
So how would she
alibi,
put that
your
in there?
Clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Yo!
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
You fucking simp.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me. Then does that mean she knows being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when? How the fuck did she know I was being attacked?
That's
She
enough.
killed someone for me.
The
Yeah, that's what
time
I was
for
gonna
idle
say.
chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Yeah, because she wasn't able to get into her room. Right? Gold just texted me. I'm lost. What the fuck is this shit you're playing on stream? It's Danganronpa. It's stupid and dumb and the game sucks.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Becker should know that Kyoko didn't do it. Why him?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya!
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
That's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
Break!
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been.
Yes,
able
I'm
to
so
get into her
smart!
room
Ugh.
Huh? Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
That's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is there something else? Was there something deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? I don't know. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. Mastermind's trapped. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to dispose yeah. Run away! Run away! Take a page out of JoJo's book. Right, yeah,
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth that she wants to keep hidden. Let's go, boys, let's go!
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya.
She did do that,
There's
right?
no doubt about that, right?
Yes.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
But that's might be a lie.
When we search
Yes! I know what it is! She got that fucking fancy key, did she not? Where are you, Monokuma, you bitch? Wait. This is... Yes.
How will
Kyoko's account. Kyoko's account. Where you at, bitch? Yes. Yes!
Someone other than me must have put it there.
That's the only
Shut up,
explanation.
bitch.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya.
Right, that's correct.
There's no doubt.
You are correct.
So I
Couldn't
possibly have gotten into my room?
Oh, fuck off. That was not in the way. You can suck my
How else
cock.
could the
someone other than me must have put it there.
Shut up.
That's the. I didn't have because I'd given it to. There's
That's
no
right,
doubt.
yes.
so I couldn't
possibly have gotten
Fuck. That's wrong.
No, that's wrong. No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
Monokuma's secret tool.
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's
You have been
room.
betrayed,
It
Kyoko.
lets
That's what
you
you
get
get.
into any room
That's
in
what you
school.
get.
Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
You're damn right you lost it, bitch.
What are you talking
I'm rolling
about?
up the sleeves, boys.
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it.
Mwah.
So I lost.
Mwah.
That's all this means.
Mwah.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
Huh?
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is,
Not
don't we?
really. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? Oh. What's it gonna be? Kyoko, I assume? Right? Yep. But that's... doesn't seem right. Is everyone about to die right now? That'd be pretty cool. Good job, you got it right. Oh. Got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I prepared a very
he
special
got it.
punishment.
He's got it.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Bad ending, bad ending. I don't give a shit about what you want, chat. Oh, wah, you didn't get the ending that I wanted. Wah, wah, wah. You're a bunch of baby raging fucking idiots. Shut up. You're not playing the game, I am. Get the fuck out of here. Holy crap, Lois. Oh, shit. I just noticed what's happening right now. This is going to be violent. Oh, that's funny. This is fucked up, chat. This is fucked up. She got a real painful death, that's for sure. I don't think this shit's going to be much of a fast death. Oh, I thought that was some cheeks, but I was wrong. We're good. So she was clearly set up, right? That makes sense. I do think it's interesting that they actually added an element where you can fucking actually have a choice that matters and it changes something. Oh, she is terrified, dude. Ew, gross. I got here and you got the bad ending. Yeah, I don't care. That's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusawa came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever, even for me. Stop thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial, and in the end, it would prove to be our last trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Oh, the game's over? What? Whoa! 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 What? Peace was never an option. God damn, look how Chad Hero looks though. Fuck yeah, and fucking Makoto and what's his name looks the exact same. Oh, there goes my headphones. That's cool. Can I have my headphones back, please? Thank you. There we go. Oh! That was the only hope we had. Hope. Wait, she's dead! I just noticed that. What? I wasn't even laughing at that. I was just laughing at this whole image. I just noticed that she fucking dead? This is the best ending ever. Oh, I love this ending.
No! This isn't right!
What? Hey!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Do I have to... Am I forced to pick the ending? I thought we were having some choice here. God damn it. Run away! Oh. I guess we let it go. We don't get a fucking choice, apparently. When I thought the game actually had a good element, nope, I was wrong. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But I mean, like, how would childbirth work in this place? Would they actually, like, have the things necessary for the person to survive? Obviously they do if, you know, Hina or whatever her name was alive after having 3 kids, it seems. So, I mean, I
But
don't
of
know.
course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
That just makes you look sketchy as fuck. Bear cock!
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for
Wait.
voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
What? The fuck? Oh, are we good? That was a really fast trial. Nice!
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
Wait, what?
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You can't seriously tell me Makoto's about to die right now. You're fucking joking. What? Everyone's gonna die then, right? What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
You're not sorry, you voted for me, you cunt! Even Reddit's mad! You're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
They got it right. That's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole class trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. This is like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Chills,
What?
chills, kill!
What?
I don't expect you to forgive me.
You stupid
I know
whore!
this is all my fault.
You goddamn bitch!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Huh? What? What? Is this just gonna be the same one? You gotta be joking me right now. After school lesson, was that shown before? What? Wait, Chihiro, what? Huh? What? PogChamp? What, the PogChamp saved? Saved? Wait, what? No, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Still save me!
What?
Huh? What's this? What's going on? Was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This
Alter
is
ego. Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
In other words...
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it, and so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way that's an even better special punishment. It's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. What is going on? Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. What the fuck is going on? The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in the bustling. It's like the school stands at the center of this entire world. What? What the shitballs is going on right now? We've already seen all this, haven't we? What? There were 2 things you need to attend. Yeah. Are you good, Are you alive, dude? Makoto! Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. Wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? We've already done this, though. What? Oh, right. Here we go. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invaded my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in, but that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what had happened. That alter ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Am I on the ground? Can I stand up, please? Uh-huh, what's over here? Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Sorry. Okay, now you've piqued my interest, game. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless, too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive! As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was sleep. Go to sleep! Yeah! Nap time, baby! Even when we escape death, we're still snoozing. Ah! I'm gonna snooze! My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. Hell yeah, Makoto! It's like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Crunch. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down here? Something fell from above. What could it have been? It's food! They got us food! Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out together toward whatever it was that had tumbled down with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash? Rude. What? Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Ooh, you got some cup of noodles there. Can I get some of that? Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. No, that's some delicious-ass fucking noodles. Give me that shit, man. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Oh! Seconds it was in my within seconds it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Thank you, Makoto. I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep moving forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Based. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt. Or no. To atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew I knew. Actually, I did say something, but you know, we'll keep that a secret. I'm gonna get Makoto laid, boys. But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. You did abandon me, yes. Don't say that. Yeah, you did. You did. You did. You did. You did. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do.
However...
Listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive.
It's true.
The reason I had to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have to...
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once?
I...
Till recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's...
Huh?
Is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted and then I woke up. I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and then when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened to my chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my abilities, somehow they would interfere with the Mastermind's plans. So the Mastermind just stole them from you.
However...
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the Mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. Chad, how much longer is the game after this? I'm investigating by myself. Because we're still on chapter 5, so... What you say is true. Why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the Mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? So how long left for this chapter then, chat? How long? She believed that of course she didn't trust anything, blah, blah, blah.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were at least likely to be the Mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the Mastermind.
I understand.
What's happening?
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It's like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. That's,
Hey.
Even now I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot that I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Who would have guessed? I am so surprised. Wow. Holy crap, what a plot twist.
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone. Who?
So...
It was the headmaster of... Yeah, the headmaster. Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Wow.
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child, as it turns out. He became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
So...
Thank you, Fitba. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. Makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. this is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would have likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room down there.
However...
And once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms... Oh, fuck. This is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
However...
To be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves are somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. Could have been you, Makoto.
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Yes. During the night.
I
can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
Anyway...
It's exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
Ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all had to be the work of the mastermind and attempt to use the class trial. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro was also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means that the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they like. That doesn't mean... Doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
Means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think that ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking
That's
about
right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most I don't care. I truthfully do not care. They're the ultimate despair? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. That is our real enemy. To be continued. Wowie wow. That looks like a penis, but okay, thank you. I think we might end the stream there, maybe. That was the ending of Chapter 5, right? Or is there a tiny bit more? It's over? Alright, you guys know the rules. We only ever do a chapter a stream. Tomorrow, though, we'll finish the game. Let me just save again because I don't trust the save. Shut up, idiot. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, bitch. Quit. Yeah, get quit, bitch. Alright, chat. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go ahead and raid Beef Stew. He's playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. That's pretty cute. Yeah, we're gonna raid Beef. But yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another stream. We'll hopefully finish the game then. And it'll hopefully be a bit earlier because there's no Minecraft Saturdays replacing the time slot. But yeah, I will catch you guys later tomorrow. And we'll also probably play some SMP Earth as well beforehand. But yeah, for now, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for everything else. I will catch you guys tomorrow. See ya.